This is just gonna be a short addendum on how exactly you do your shit. Chromatic scales, I mean, and it's easy. It is surprisingly easy. So I'm just gonna minimize all the okay, audio now. Let's see, where is it? Okay. Well, so basically, what you do is you just do this 12 times. You just drag these out. Probably make it so they're like. All right. And then we just do this for all of them. Doesn't really matter what order they're in. You just do this until we have 12 of these. Okay, cool. So now we have 12 of these. We can copy this. And the reason why it's 12 is because a full chromatic scale is 12 notes. That's 12 notes there. So we just gotta copy and paste this over there. Then we can probably just move around some stuff, just to vary it up a little bit. Put it over here. There's a lot of ahs and not a lot of e's. Okay, cool. So now we have our chromatic ready to get edited. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to highlight this. Export MP3. Chromatic unedited. We go into Newtone. Load sample. Go over to where our thing is. Yeah. This one, here we go. All right, make sure your center's all the way up, variation trans are down. And then, probably like the only tedious part of the process. Gotta drag these down. Also, real quick, something that's kind of useful. You're able to edit the formant of the sample using Newtone. It's really easy. You just highlight whatever sample you need by holding Control and then dragging with your left mouse. And then you would click on this little gear icon up here. Click that, and then on the right of all these, you would just do this thing on the right here and drag it up. Can be useful. But yeah, back to the chromatifying. That's not a word, but I don't give it. I don't care. I don't care. These are very funny samples. What the fuck? Okay, cool. We have our thing. So, you record this in Edison, then export it and shit. But since I have Newtone right here, I'm just gonna save it. And I think it should be able to work now. Okay, so now we have our thing. Okay, now what I do? Oh, well, I gotta open up something called SliceX. It's a very useful plugin. It's just right there under drum, because you can use this to chop up drums and play them as like their own kits. But we're not here to do that. We're here to do something far worse. We drag your sample into SliceX. We'd click this little icon up here next to the wrench. Go down to auto slice and make sure it's dull auto slicing. And then we just zoom in and see if there's anything that needs to be deleted. Cool. So after doing that, cool. Now we have our thing. That's very nice. So your thing is going to say markers. I'm going to change it so that I can actually see what note it is. So let me just quick do that. Rename all. What the fuck are you doing over there? What the fuck? Cool. Alright, so now I can just, for demonstration purposes, get rid of this. I can take what I originally had. Well, first I gotta go to the SliceX itself. Control A, get rid of all that. Real quick, before you do anything else, you might want to edit your thing later. So make sure you turn off auto dump. For some reason, after you edit it, it automatically dumps it all to the fucking piano roll. I have no idea why. But now I can go to this one, highlight that, cut, because cutting also puts it on the clipboard, and just drag it up. Alright, so let's see, what is it? Hey, yeah, it'll work. It's not gonna sound perfectly like how I wanted it to, because the thing with the manual method is that it provides you a lot more control. Now, what you could do is that you can make a chromatic scale for every single vowel, and then you could just drag it between the different things. And while it's a bit more work, I think it pays off in the end, because dragging out vocals and having to think about what samples you want them to actually be, and then having to export it and drag it around and doing that every time takes up a lot of time. And this method is just a much easier way of doing it. So that's how you make chromatic scales using the new tone method. Thank you for watching.